to all of my motivators family. Happy Tuesday to everybody. I just wanted to pop in and give a quick message. And I wanted to say life is what you make it. For many people, they make a choice to not live, they make a choice to be miserable, they make a choice to complain and to make so many excuses for their life. And at the end of the day, our life is only going to be as great as we make it. We have to make sacrifices. And don't get me wrong, every single one of us has issues and problems. And we can choose to complain about our life, or we can choose to do something about it. I, for one, have made a choice today to not complain about my day, not complain about my situation and my circumstances and the things that I don't like. I have to be mature enough to say, okay, you don't like it. Why don't you like it? And what are you going to do about it? See, that's the difference. Hey Unice, how are you doing? I'm doing okay today. I hope you're well. And that's the big difference, everybody. It's making a choice on today, making a choice in every moment that I'm going to rise. You're going to rise above the negativity. You're going to rise above the drama, the foolishness, and even rising above how we feel. Because we don't always feel like in a good space, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. We always have something going on. And I think that applies to everybody. Everybody has something going on at a certain point. We all have some sort of issue. We all have something that we can point our finger and look at. I know I do. And I'm being honest about that. There's always something that I could choose to be negative about. There's always something I can complain about. There's always something I can procrastinate about. But on today, I make a choice to not procrastinate, to not blame anybody else, to not compare my life to anybody else. My life is what I make it. And I have to remind myself and make a firm resolve to not complain about things that I know for right now I can't change it. Some things is just our lot in that moment that we just have to you're going through things. But that does not make you a bad person. I had to stop attaching feelings to life. But that's a personal experience right there. That's some grown talk right there. I had to stop attaching feelings to life. Life is going to be what life is going to be, but you have to make a choice and a resolve that I'm going to be resilient. I'm going to face my fears. I'm not going to let other people, I'm not going to let issues stop me from being my best. I'm not going to let anything stop me from having peace. I'm not going to let anything stop my joy. I'm not going to let anything stop me from my faith. Hi, Jenny. How are you doing? Welcome. Yes, Eunice. And that's one of the things that I had to start learning to discover who I was in that moment, you know, and giving yourself some grace, giving yourself some mercy and some compassion that some days you're going to wake up and you're going to be in a very bad mood. Some days you're going to your mental health may not be in a good space. We have to learn to be patient with ourselves as well. I think that's so vital and important to not let negativity from ourselves stop us from living a fulfilling, joyful, and happy life. I have to talk to myself sometimes and tell myself, you have to get out of this attitude. And not to blame other people for your attitude, not to complain about things that you can't change, but to just say, this is my lot at this moment. It doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It just means I'm going through something. But I am going to make a choice to be positive. I'm going to make a choice to trust God. I'm going to make a choice to elevate my mindset. I'm going to make a choice to not be around negative people. I'm going to make a choice to elevate and grow, even though in those growing pains, even in your uncomfortable times when you don't know what's the next step. This is my encouragement to everybody who is listening in the sound of my voice today. Don't let going through situations and problems and having fears and difficulties and what other people are doing, don't let the outside get inside of you and take you down. Don't let the outside take you down. Hi, reigning woman. How are you doing? Welcome. And I think that this is a very important thought and point. Don't let other people's lives be a reflection of yours. Every single person is different. Hi, Tamika. How are you doing? Good morning. Yes, Unice, the things that I can change, I sit down and I pray and I think about it and try to figure out how I can change it. Everything else that I cannot change, I leave it with God. Yes, and these are the things that I think is so important. And I wanted to give you guys some things for reflection, for meditation, and also for some encouragement and inspiration. Don't worry about other people and what their life looks at. Don't try to compare yourself because maybe you're the same age or maybe they seem to have things that you don't have, whether it's a relationship, whether it's financial status, whether it's health or kids, whatever it is that you see other people have, you have to stand in your own personal truth and say, this is me. This is me. This is my life. Hey, Sirius, how are you doing? Good morning. We have to say to ourselves, this is me. This is my life. It's not your mom, your parents, your siblings, you're this person, that person, someone on social media, your coworker. No, we have to stand in our own personal truth and know our situation. And with that, sometimes we need to shake our own self up. I know that I had to do that for myself today because today is the anniversary of my father's passing. It's 8 years today. And I woke up with a very nasty attitude, you know, just having meltdowns and feeling sorry for myself. But then I made a decision to say, this is not going to be my day. I said, devil, you won't win today. Get out of here. I'm going to choose peace. I'm going to choose motivation. I'm going to choose joy. I'm going to choose to trust in my faith. I'm going to choose to love myself. I'm going to choose to get up and fight for my life. I'm going to choose to motivate somebody today. That's what I made a choice because if I had let my mind stay in that mode of negativity and fear and sadness and doubt, and I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with having those feelings. Those are all valid and you need to validate. I'm feeling sad today. I'm feeling upset. I'm pissed off and whatever. And I let myself have that moment and then I said that's enough. And I wanted to give you guys this because while I talk about motivation over here, I also need to show you all my vulnerable times too, that I'm human. I'm not perfect. I get sad. And while I try to keep a positive vibe, I have to say things to myself too in those moments. We're not going to stay here. We're going to get up. We're going to fight. We're going to love ourselves. We're going to take care of ourselves and we're going to do better. We're going to do better, right? And I wanted to come on and to say that to you all. Remind yourself in your hard times, in your dark times, and whenever you're going through something, encourage yourself and tell yourself, this too shall pass. I will get over this, and if you can't get over it, remind yourself, I will get through it. Because there's certain things that we will never get over, like grief. But there's other things that we can get over in our mind. Everything is what we tell ourselves. Everything is what we tell ourselves. That's how you're going to feel. That's how you're going to get accomplish things. That's how you're going to maintain a good mental health. Everything is what you tell yourself. And today I wanted to tell you all, be better. Don't choose negativity. Don't choose to compare. There's no competition. This is your life. But I want you all to get up and fight for your life. Fight to be your best. Fight to love yourself. Fight to be better and to not settle for the mediocre, the mediocrity of this life. Don't choose to be average. Choose to be great. And don't try to be like anybody but yourself. Yes, Unice. Unice says, yes, I allow myself to grieve or to be sad or upset. It's a natural emotion, but I also make sure that I give myself a certain time frame to shake it off and keep moving forward. Exactly, Unice. And that's why I wanted to come on live today and to talk to you all. And of course, you all know I'm not going to stay in a negative space or a negative zone. I'm going to push past that. And that's what I want to say to anybody who needs to hear it today. Whatever it is that you are going through on today, push past it. Whether it's negativity from your job, relative, maybe you don't feel well today, maybe you're dealing with a financial situation, maybe your mental health is not in a good space, but everything is up to us. Everything in our life is up to us. And we each have to personally make a choice to push through. We each have to make a choice to push through the drama, push through the negativity. And one thing that has been helping me so much is not staying in negative spaces on social media, like or from people, on TV, entertainment wise or whatever. Don't let your life be taken down a dark hole, a rabbit hole, because you're listening to negative people. Because if you listen to negativity, you will become negative. So that's my reflection for today, to tell you all, don't stay in that negative space. Get up and fight. Get up and fight for your life. And that's what I'm doing today. And I have to tell you all, I'm so proud of myself for pushing through, because probably 2 years ago, I used to just stay in the bed, cry all day long, have a headache, don't take care of myself, do zero personal care, look a hot mess, and just lick my wounds and feel sorry for myself. And that's not what we need to do. In this life, it's all about being a fighter. You have to fight for your life. You have to be strong, okay? Hi, Tabby. Yes, Sirius says, John 14:27, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let them be afraid. That's wonderful, Sirius. Yes. And I wanted to say this to anyone who is listening. I always want to share positive thoughts. I always want to share positive affirmations. And today I had to affirm love from other people, because let's be honest, sometimes we don't feel the love from within. Sometimes we need to seek that love from the outside. Hi, Jill. How are you doing? Good morning. Sometimes we need to confirm our love from others. because not all the time we are possessing or we are feeling love from ourselves. And that's the reason why we have to read positive material, whether it be some affirmations or quotes, or whether it be faith based, something to encourage you spiritually and elevate you. But it's all about feeding your mind. When you have those dark moments or when you're feeling discouraged, this is when you need to um, pour from other sources, whether it be your associates, whether it be your mentors and counselors, or maybe it's people you don't know. Like myself, you guys come over to my channel, and I appreciate all of the love and the support. Listen to some positive messages. When you're feeling down, don't stay down. Even when people get on your nerves, don't let other people push your buttons. Rise above the foolishness, as my sister would always say. Rise above the foolishness. Rise above the garbage. And also, on today, I say, rise above how we feel, because sometimes we don't feel in the best position mentally. We don't feel in the best way financially, because I don't know about you all, but when I don't have the means financially, it makes me feel like less than a woman because I don't have what I need. So, this is what I wanted to say to everybody. Our life is what we make it. Today, what will you make your life? Will you make your life positive? Will you focus your mindset? Will you mindset shift? And I feel for myself today, that's what I had to do. I had to do a mindset shift because my mind wanted to stay in the negative, in a dark space, feeling sorry for myself. But no, I said, no, I'm going to allow you to have your moment, shed your tears, cry, be upset, and then now let's move forward. Now let's get ourselves together. Ladies, make yourself look beautiful, do your personal care, because when we look good, we feel good. I know I'm not the only one that thinks that. And, put yourself together, fix your hair up, put on your favorite makeup if you wear makeup, or at least put on some lip gloss, get your hair together, take care, get yourself some water, go for a walk. But we must take care of ourselves as queens. And also to my gentleman audience, take care of yourself. Get your hair cut, take care of your skin, lotion up, look good, put on some nice clothes, even listening to some uplifting music, whatever genre music that you like to listen to, classical, R&B, country, gospel, whatever it is. But we have to search for what we need. And I can say this coming from being in a dark space for many, many years, dealing with feelings of worthlessness and depression, having suicidal thoughts. And there were many times where I honestly didn't want to be here. But I know that I had people who were supporting me. I know I had people praying for me. I know that my ancestors were there with me in those hard times. And I know that there was something more for me to do. And I say this to you all too. There's something for each and every one of you. And I hope whoever needs to hear it attaches to this message, latches on it, and hangs on every word that I'm saying. I hope that you find your purpose and your passion on today. If somebody has not told you today, I'm going to tell you. You have value. You have worth. You have meaning. You can do great things. Hold your head up. This is not the time. We can't attach ourselves to other people's purpose and other people's life, because their life is going to show up how they want to be. I want you to do some self-reflection. I am who I am meant to be. I am going to do what I am meant to do, not in comparison or competition with anybody else. See, today I want to speak a message of self-love, self-compassion, self-respect, self-awareness. Be aware of who you are. Be aware of your place in this world. It doesn't have to be like anybody else. Love the person that you see looking at the mirror, that reflection. Love the person you see looking back at you. For some, it's easier than others. But whatever it is, on today, I want you to look at yourself and say, I love me. I am my own best friend. I can do great things. And when I don't feel that I can, when you need some fortification, when you need some encouragement and some upliftment, allow yourself, whatever it is, whether it's through prayer or it's through encouraging messages, empowerment, listening to positive, empowering messages such as the one I'm speaking today. Whatever it is that you need to do the work and pour into yourself. Okay? A lot of times as ladies and gentlemen, we forget to pour into ourselves. We're so busy adulting. You got to work, you got to do this, you got kids, you got this, you got to take care of a house, you got to take care of yourself, you got to maintain, your health, make sure you're eating right and drinking right and getting your exercise. It's a lot that we have to do to be able to feel good, but it's all worth it. And I want somebody to say that in the chat. I am worth it. Because many times we don't feel that we're worth it. We feel I have all of these things to do. I don't have time for me. Make yourself a priority today and say, I am worth it. Whatever it is that you need to do, whether it's taking care of yourself with personal care, taking care of yourself mentally, taking care of yourself spiritually, but pour into yourself. Love on yourself. Don't wait for other people to give you what you need. If you need something, ask for it. If you need a break, take a break. If you need certain moments to unplug, maybe from other relationships, and just focus on the relationship with yourself. Yes, Sirius, I am worth it. Yes, Jill, yes, indeed, you are worth it. And a lot of times we are not speaking these messages over ourselves, saying, I'm a beautiful queen or I'm a handsome king. We have to say that and say it and say it and say it until not only we believe it, but we take that belief and we pour it into action. We're stirred into action. We're empowered. We're encouraged. Our energy is elevating. Our light is vibrating higher. See, what I learned is that I was not able to vibrate higher until I worked on the inside of me, healing the wounds from my past. When people told me I was nothing, when I was ugly, when I was this, and you can't do anything, and you're this and you're that, and I don't like your look, and I don't like your lips, I don't like your hair, I don't like this, I don't like your skin color. If you don't heal from that, even when we say we're okay, we are not until we start saying things like, I didn't start to be my best self until I started saying, I validate me. And I want you to say that to yourself. I validate me. Do not wait for society, a romantic relationship, friends, a job, money, this and that, social media. We must validate ourselves. And I want you to say that. I validate me. It's not about how much money you have. It's not about the clothes you wear, not the brands, who accepts you. It's not about none of that. It's about self-validation. I validate me. I love me. I am my own best friend. I am worth it. I can do great things. I speak victory over myself and my life. I promote positivity because I am positive within me. See, once we declare, we must speak and declare who we are. We must speak and declare who we belong to. See, sometimes we get off track from our purpose, our light, our life. We get off track, and it's okay because we're human. And in those times where we get off track, I had to say this morning, I forgive me. I forgive me because I doubted myself. I forgive me and I release it back to wherever that negative energy had come from. And then I opened up the door and I said, and I welcome in peace. I welcome in positivity. I welcome in positive energy. I welcome in light. I welcome in strength and empowerment and encouragement because I can do great things because I am great. See, when you start speaking that over your life, you have no other choice but to be great. When you start saying, I am great, you start doing great things. You hang around great people. You treat your body as a temple. You're not just letting the people and ideas and whatever get stuck into your mind. No. When those negative things come at you, you say, no, no, no. You don't belong there. You got to go. Don't be afraid to speak up when negative comes to your mind. And I also will say to all of my motivators family, make sure you talk to that little girl and little boy inside of yourself. I have to do that from time to time because the little girl and the little boy inside of you will say things to try to get you down. Oh, that won't work. Or that's stupid, or you're ugly. And I have to say to the little girl inside of myself, little Marlene, have a seat. We have grown. We love ourselves. We're our own best friend. So I'm sorry, as a little girl, you didn't feel loved and validated and supported and as a great person. But today, you know better. All of that was a lie, and I rebuke the lie, and it does not reside here any longer. The negativity, I remove it. I rebuke it. It has no space or place inside my life because my energy is only that of peace, only of empowerment, only of enlightenment. I can do great things, and I challenge you on today to do great things, to be great, to be positive, to dismiss all of the negativity, the naysayers, the complainers, the aggravators, okay? This is what we're going to do. Whether it's an inward struggle you're dealing with today, maybe you're feeling kind of down, discouraged, sad, maybe you feel frustrated or stressed. These are the times where you have to pull from inside and take a deep breath. Breathe, motivators family, breathe. Don't hyperventilate. Don't go to extremes. Don't get angry and upset and scream. Don't let the outside come inside of you. Remember, you have to protect your energy. Hey, King Morgan, how are you doing? Welcome in. Yes, Unice, I validate me. I speak victory over myself and my life. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Wellness, how are you doing? Welcome. And that's what we have to do every day. Because some days you wake up, you're feeling good and strong. I love myself. I'm feeling good, positive. You're feeling beautiful. You're feeling handsome. And then other days, you're not. You're feeling negative, down, discouraged. And that's when you have to open up your door. Trust me. I know you all won't believe me. But anytime the energy in your room or your space is negative, open up the door and say, negativity, you got to leave. You got to go. This is your exit papers. There's only going to be positive. Say, I welcome in positive energy. I welcome in enlightenment and encouragement and empowerment. I welcome in change. I welcome in self-love. I welcome in strength and resiliency. See, we are the ones that have to speak victory over our life. And until you start saying, I'm victorious, until you start saying, I can change, until you start saying, I can do better and be better, nothing will change. Nothing will elevate. So I want you all to elevate. I want you all to grow. I want you all to have love and strength and just do everything and have a wonderful day. I want today to be prosperous on purpose. I want you to say that to yourself. Today I will be prosperous on person. Today I will believe in my inner light. I am made to do great things. I am strong. I am courageous. I believe in me. Okay? I want you to say that to yourself, because coming from where I came from this morning when I woke up, I did a complete mindset shift. And I said, I rebuke the negativity. I had to open up the door and say, negativity, get out of here. Because I deserve all the good things, all the positive things. I deserve to have a high vibrating light. But it's all up to us to make that choice. Will you choose to say, my light will shine brightly today? Today, I will be strong mentally. Today, I'm going to love on myself. Today, I'm going to treat myself as the queen or the king that I am. Will you do that today? It's all about empowering your mind. It's all about empowering your mind. See, when your mind is strong, you can shift anything. It doesn't matter what you're going through, whether you're not feeling well physically, financially, spiritually. Everything can shift when you bring in empowerment, when you bring in positivity, when you bring in confidence, and you dismiss fear. See, fear is something that gets so many people down. The fear of pleasing others, the fear of what they look like, the fear of their past, the fear of this, the fear of that. See, you got to speak to fear. Fear, I'm not afraid of you. I'm going to confront it, and I'm going to walk past my fears. I'm going to walk past how I feel. I'm going to walk past sadness and difficulties and financial situations and my health. And I'm going to do everything that I can do to be my best, because I'm better. And I want you to say that on today. Today, I am better. I'm not who I used to be. I'm not the woman I used to be. I'm not the man I used to be. I'm not weak-minded. I'm strong-minded. See, that's purpose-driven. You've already spoken how it's going to be. And until you do that, when you have no direction, you just wake up and you're just doing your life, you have to speak pronouncements of elevation and not of judgment, not of fear, not of worry, not of stress, not of doubt. You have to remind yourself who you belong to. You have to remind yourself of what you've overcome. Yes. You have to remind yourself, every day I overcome. Every day I overcome. Every day I am empowered. Every day I'm strong. Every day I love me. Do not wait for other people to love you. Today I want you to speak it over yourself. Even when I don't feel like it, even when I'm going through things, the love still exists within me, because I'm my own best friend and I am phenomenal. Remember that, motivators family. Remind yourself that you are phenomenal outside of your situation, outside of your struggles, outside of drama, outside of other people, social media, what you look like, your financial situation. Outside of everything, remind yourself, I exist for a reason. I exist for a purpose. I have a purpose. I am here today because I have a purpose. And I'm driven to be better. See, I want you to say that to yourself. I'm driven. You're not just going along. I'm driven. I'm driven towards positivity. I'm driven towards my light, to use my talents, not just sit on them. I'm going to manifest, and I'm going to receive all the blessings that are meant to be for me. I'm going to receive them. And I'm going to say, thank you for my blessings. I'm not going to shun my blessings. I'm not going to block my blessings. I'm not going to be jealous of other people's blessings, because I have my own. And I want you to say, I have my own blessings. I have my own blessings, and they're mine, and nobody can stop them. Nobody can stop your blessings but you. You got to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and love yourself, whatever that means. Whether sometimes that love means, because I love myself, I have to be patient. Today I love myself, and so I have to encourage myself. Today I love myself, and I'm going to be my own friend when people aren't being my friend or being nice to me or supporting me. Remember, you always have yourself. And I look at myself in the mirror when people doubt me. And I said, I'm sad because I'm not getting support from this person or that person, but I support myself and I love myself. And I said to myself, I said, Marlene, you are a queen and you are loved. And I want you to insert your name and say, I am loved. And insert your name and say, I am blessed. Insert your name and say, I can overcome any obstacle. Nothing is too big for me to overcome. Nothing. So that's where I leave you with today on this message. Don't let the past, don't let excuses, don't let fear, don't let whatever other people are doing on this side in drama, and even ourselves. We may condemn our own self. Do not condemn yourself. You're human. We make mistakes. We go through things. We experience sadness and fears and doubt and negativity and drama. But at the end of the day, you are the one that has to say, I believe in me. I love me. I can do great things. This shall pass. But it's all up to us. Choose to make today great. Choose to make today great. Choose to be positive. Choose to bless yourself and bless others. Don't bring in negativity to other people. And where you see a space where negativity and all of those things exist, remove yourself from those spaces. Because the light is within you. Do not let anybody dim your light on today. Okay? It's just a reminder. Elevate, experience your personal growth, be inspired, be encouraged, and love yourself. I'm going to read these thoughts. Reigning Woman says, thank you, Marlene, for this motivation. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, Unice, today I will be prosperous on purpose. I will believe in my light, in my inner light. Yes. Unice says, I'm going to treat myself as the queen that I am. Yes. Sirius says, be a believer, not a doubter. Yes, Sirius. Unice says, every day I love me. Yes. I exist for a purpose. Yes, Unice. Don't be discouraged by the process. Stay in faith. God is pushing you to your destiny. Unice says, going to receive all my blessings. Yes. I'm not going to block my blessings. Sure, Reigning Woman. Just contact me on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm Marlene Motivates. I'm going to receive all my blessings. I'm not going to block my blessing. Yes. So thank you guys so much for tapping in. I truly, truly appreciate every single one of you. Hold your head up. Hold your head up and be your best, okay? Sending you positive energy and light. Don't dim it. I'm Marlene of Marlene Motivates, your channel for motivation, inspiration, positivity, and today, life lessons. Be your best. be encouraged, be inspired, and be yourself. Take care, everybody. And I will see you guys a little bit later, probably about 4:30. I'm going to do a live and talk about part 2. It's already up. So I will see you guys there. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Sending you love, peace, and light. Bye-bye, everybody.